Randall, I know you're tired and discouraged and ready to throw in the towel, but I believe that God is ready to do a miracle in this place. This place, this mission, it's who you are. This is what you're supposed to be doing. And this mission is all about the cross of Christ. And we can no longer ignore that cross. We can't forget it, erase it, or dispose of it. You taught us that we must deal with it. And that cross's dimensions are astounding. Its breadth extends to everyone. Its length reaches to eternity. Its height to the throne of God, and its depth to our lowest point.
I hear you. It's just that I'm my lowest point ever right now.
But you can't give up. Just wait and see what God has in store for tonight.
Well, I'm supposed to let
Please, Randall, please. Can't you hold on long enough to see God work?
Okay. Let's wait and see what happens tonight.
Good. All right, well, we're going to get out of here. You have a great afternoon. We will see you back here tonight.
Okay. There. At least we'll have coffee tonight, even if David does eat all the donuts. I sure am going to miss this place. Lord, I hope you're paying attention to us here at the Midtown Mission. We really need your help. I am so tired. I'm so discouraged. I just can't seem to trust that we're going to be able to keep on doing what I thought it was you wanted us to do. Were we supposed to shut down? Is this the end? If so, I need to know for sure. Please, help me.
Excuse me, Randall?
Yeah,
You remember me?
yes. Help me out a little bit, though.
It's Billy Walters.
Billy, it is you. Oh, my goodness. How long has it been?
About 20 years.
Oh, come here. Oh, my gosh. Goodness gracious. Look at you. You're all grown up.
Yeah, but man, you haven't changed a bit. Or the mission.
Yeah, I know.
I noticed my name's still carved in that bench.
Yes. And I have been meaning to talk to you about this. Come on, let's sit down and just catch up with each other a little bit. Oh, man, I tell you, it is so good to see you. How's your life been?
Man, it's been great. I'm married. We got 2 kids. And I'm a sales rep for a manufacturing firm.
Man, that's wonderful. Well, tell me, what brings you back to the old mission?
Well, I was in town to see some clients, and I remembered the mission always did a Holy Week service. I was hoping I'd catch it. You are still doing one, right?
Yes, we're going to do one, but I'm afraid it's going to be our last one. It looks like we're going to have to shut the doors to the mission.
Oh, no. Really? Why?
Well, it's not what it used to be, and quite honestly, I'm not what I used to be either.
Well, I can't believe that. Especially about you. You made such a difference in my life.
Well, I appreciate that, but I just feel like I'm not making much of a difference around here anymore.
Well, Randall, you can just stop thinking like that. Because I know that all of us that came through these doors made such a difference in our life. I remember you saying that the story of our redemption was an ancient one, and our journey to restoration follows the steps of millions gone before us. I remember you saying that the essence of our salvation was first pictured in the exodus of Israel. From their chains and bondage of their slavery, the dramatic shedding of the blood of an innocent lamb was for them an escape from death, drawing them together as God's people, now stepping into life. I also remember you saying once we were not a people, but now we are a people. Once we had not received mercy, but now we have received mercy. For you know it's not with perishable things that we were redeemed, but with the precious blood of Christ. And now, as a people passed over by the angel of death, we are called to share the hymn of salvation, the song of the Lamb.
So 2 kids.
Randall!
Wow, this must be Old Home Week.
I
Look,
saw this flyer here that says this is the last service. That can't be true. Is the mission closing?
well, I tell you, the way things...
No way. You can't close the mission.
Well, that's what I told him.
Billy? Billy Walters?
In the flesh. How have you been, Barbie?
Barbie? No one's called me that since junior high school.
Yeah, I think that was me. How are you?
Very well. I run a publishing house uptown. How about you?
Well, no complaints. If Randall wants to close the mission.
Yeah, I saw this flyer and I had to come find out for myself.
Well, Barbara, things just aren't going very well. And honestly, I just think it's time somebody else picks up the mantle and does the work.
Nonsense. No one can run this mission like you can. You always told us to find out what God created us for and then do the very best we can at it. This mission is what you were created for, Randall.
Well, I wish I had your confidence.
Well, maybe you should be reminded of what a difference you made in our lives. Remember what a terrible road I was headed down? Till I started to listen to you, and your life touched mine. You spoke truth to me and taught me to believe.
Well, I'm glad for that. I am.
Hey, Randall, is this tonight's service?
Yes, yes it is.
Let me see that.
This all looks so familiar. I always loved this part. I always wanted to be chosen to do the readings.
Me too, but Sally Osborne always got to do that.
Well, Sally Osborne's no longer here, so knock yourselves out.
Good.
And so, the perfect lamb became the perfect sacrifice.
He was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth.
The Son of God, once a servant, now a sacrifice.
He was led like a lamb to slaughter, and as a sheep before her shearers is silent, he did not open his mouth.
On him were the sins of the world, the iniquity of us all.
For he bore the sins of many, and made intercession for the transgressors.
Jesus, the Lion of Judah and the Lamb of God, majestic in glory, yet humble in meekness.
For Christ, our Passover lamb, had been sacrificed.
Behold the Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world.
Christ loved us and gave himself up for us as a fragrant sacrifice to God.
Jesus himself had reminded his followers of his identity, his mission, even his death. Destroy this temple, he said, and in 3 days I will raise it again. But in the despair and hopelessness of Golgotha, no one expected the miraculous turn of events that transpired in a garden tomb. Jesus was alive.
Doubt had given way to certainty. Desperation was replaced by assurance.
The proclamation of death was now silenced once and for all by the glorious announcement, Jesus was alive.
Know that my Redeemer lives. What comfort this assurance gives? He lives who once was dead. He lives my lives and grants me daily bread. He lives and I shall conquer death. He lives my future to
Randall, you can't stop. You still have so many lives to reach.
Just like us, and so many others.
You taught us how to understand the promises of God, and that a promise is only as certain as the one who offers it.
Each year, as we prepared for the Holy Week service, we learned that on the night that preceded the death, burial, and resurrection, those 3 monumental days that changed the course of history, Jesus, the Lamb of God, established a new covenant with his disciples and with us.
You taught us how to celebrate who he was, and that he was worthy of our praise.
When Jesus rose from the dead, an ancient observance was suddenly transformed into a present reality. For his disciples and for us, the ritual of remembrance had become a liturgy of expectation. The words of our Master, "We will eat and drink this cup together again. I will not forget you. I promise I will return for you."
Sing a song of celebration, lift up a shout of praise, for the bridegroom will come, the glorious one.
And oh, we will look on his face. We'll go to a much better place.
So dance with all your might, oh, lift up your hands and clap for joy, for the time drawing near, when he will appear. And oh, we will stand by his side, a strong and pure spotless bride. Oh, we will dance on the streets that are gold, the glorious bride and the great Son of Man. Let every tongue and tribe and nation rejoice in the song of the Lamb. We'll go to a much better So dance, oh, your mind, and clap for joy, for the time drawing near, when he will appear. And oh, we will stand by his side, a strong and pure spotless bride. So we will dance on the streets that are gold, the glorious bride and the great Son of Man. Let every tongue and tribe and nation rejoice in the song of the Lamb. Oh, rejoice, rejoice. Oh, rejoice, rejoice. Oh, we will dance on the streets that are gold, the glorious bride and the great Son of Man. Let every tongue and tribe and nation rejoice in the song of the